Ronnie O'Sullivan, a name synonymous with snooker excellence, is stepping into his 32nd season as a professional player. And what a way to start, holding the esteemed title of world number 1. While the ongoing event isn't part of the ranking series, it's undeniably a gathering of snooker's elite, making every match a spectacle in its own right. The face-off between O'Sullivan and Ali Carter is particularly anticipated, given the rich tapestry of their shared history on the green baize. However, when one delves into their head-to-head statistics, O'Sullivan's dominance is evident, leading with a staggering 15-1. The grand stage of Shanghai isn't unfamiliar territory for O'Sullivan. In fact, it's almost like a second home. He's emerged victorious in the last 3 editions of this prestigious tournament. The last time he tasted defeat here was at the hands of Michael Holt in 2016. There's something about Shanghai, both the vibrant city and the illustrious tournament, that resonates with O'Sullivan. This match is particularly significant as it marks his first competitive outing of the season, and the first since his unexpected quarter-finals exit to Luca Brecel in the World Championship. The atmosphere is electric whenever O'Sullivan steps into the arena, a testament to his larger-than-life presence in the world of snooker. Many aficionados and experts regard him as the greatest snooker player ever. This isn't just a title earned through raw talent, but also through decades of consistent performance, strategic mastery, and a trophy cabinet that would be the envy of many. With 7 world titles under his belt, the tantalizing possibility of him eclipsing Stephen Hendry's record is always on the horizon.
1.
In contrast, Ali Carter, despite being a formidable player in his own right, finds the scales heavily tipped against him when it comes to facing O'Sullivan. Carter's singular victory in their encounters came in the 2018 World Championships. This win was a significant milestone for Carter, especially considering his previous heartbreaks against O'Sullivan, including 2 world final losses. Recently, Carter showcased his form with a convincing 6-2 victory over wildcard entrant Dong Ho. However, squaring off against O'Sullivan, especially on the main table, is an entirely different ball game.
22.
As the match unfolds, there were initial safety exchanges, a tactical dance of sorts.
30.
O'Sullivan's first safety shot, uncharacteristically, wasn't up to his usual impeccable standards, providing Carter with a potential chance. Carter, known for his tenacity and resilience both on and off the table, has evolved tremendously over the years. From being a flashy player in his early days, he's matured into a well-rounded snooker maestro.
36.
While he might not possess O'Sullivan's prolific scoring ability, Carter's tactical acumen and safety play are top tier. As the frames progress, it's clear that both players are in top form, setting the stage for what promises to be a snooker masterclass.
1.
In the world of snooker, where the trajectory of a player's career can be as unpredictable as the roll of a ball, Ali Carter's journey stands out. His recent accomplishments are a testament to his resilience and skill. While the snooker community has been abuzz with O'Sullivan's achievements from the previous season, Carter's resurgence into the top echelons of the game has been equally noteworthy. His triumphant run at the German Masters,
16.
which marked his 5th ranking success, not only solidified his reputation but also catapulted him to the 11th spot in the global rankings. As the new season unfolds, Carter has a golden opportunity to build on this momentum.
24.
The rivalry between Carter and O'Sullivan is the stuff of legends. Spanning over 2 decades, their encounters have provided fans with some of the most memorable moments in snooker history. Ali, fully aware of the Herculean challenge ahead, knows that even a performance par excellence might not guarantee a win against a maestro like O'Sullivan. However, anything less than his best would almost certainly not suffice. The early stages of their match are crucial, and Carter, with his steely determination, is keen to seize every opportunity. The nuances of the game are not just about potting balls. The conditions of the table play a significant role, and in this regard, Carter seems to have an edge. His recent match experience has given him a feel of the table, a familiarity that could prove advantageous. Yet, the game of snooker is as much about mental fortitude as it is about skill. A few lapses in concentration during his break have left Carter ruining missed opportunities. His safety shot, which was less than perfect, was a stark reminder of the game's unforgiving nature.
24.
On the other side of the table, O'Sullivan, with his enigmatic presence,
27.
has been a force to reckon with in Shanghai. His trophy cabinet, boasting 5 major titles from this
31.
venue, stands as a testament to his dominance, while his absence from some recent tournaments like the Championship League and the European Masters raised eyebrows.
O'Sullivan,
All eyes are
31.
now firmly on him as the new season progresses. The snooker fraternity is eager to see if he can recreate the magic of yesteryears. The ongoing match has been a roller coaster ride, with both players showcasing their brilliance and, at times, their vulnerabilities. A particular shot by Ronnie, where the red teetered on the brink before dropping, had the audience on the edge of their seats. However, the subsequent missed black was a jolt, an unexpected twist in the tale. The frame, with its razor-thin margin, is a reflection of the intense battle being waged on the green base.
Five. Hardy Carter 5.
The snooker table, bathed in the soft glow of overhead lights, became the stage for a gripping drama between two of the sport's finest, Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter. But in snooker, the game is never over until the last ball is potted. However, what followed was a series of moves that left spectators scratching their heads. Ronnie's decision to bypass the pink, not once but twice, was puzzling. It was as if he was playing a different game, one that only he understood. This deviation from the expected gave Ali Carter, ever the opportunist, a glimmer of hope. Carter's earlier misadventure with the pink had been a setback, but he wasn't one to dwell on past mistakes. He saw an opening and pounced, trying to trap O'Sullivan in a snooker. The dynamic between O'Sullivan and Carter is rich with history and complexity. While they've shared professional spaces, their personal rapport has been marked by a competitive edge. Their past encounters, especially the memorable one at the Crucible, have been a testament to their fierce rivalry. But beneath the competitive spirit, there's mutual respect, an acknowledgement of each other's prowess. As the frame neared its climax, the pink ball became the center of attention. After passing up two opportunities, O'Sullivan, in a move that showcased his audacity and skill, took a clear shot. The ball glided smoothly into the pocket, sealing the frame in his favor. Carter's efforts, though commendable, fell short. The opening frame, filled with twists and turns, went to O'Sullivan, marking an electrifying start to his 32nd professional season. The atmosphere in the snooker hall is electric as the second frame between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter gets underway. O'Sullivan, known for his swift and precise gameplay, starts the frame, setting the tone for what promises to be an intense battle on the green base. As the balls roll and the cue strikes, Carter delivers a shot that leaves many in the audience in awe. It's a testament to his skill and the hours of practice he's put in. This shot, a blend of precision and finesse, is arguably one of the best he's played in the session. Yet, the unpredictable nature of snooker shows itself when, despite his impeccable shot, Carter finds himself in a less than ideal position, narrowly missing out on subsequent opportunities. For those who have been following the careers of these two players, Carter's consistency is evident. Even in the previous frame, his gameplay was almost flawless, with only minor positioning errors holding him back. His determination is palpable. Every time he approaches the table, there's a sense of focus, even if he occasionally shakes his head in mild frustration. His safety shots, in particular, are a masterclass in strategy, often leaving O'Sullivan in challenging positions and forcing him to think several moves ahead. Taking a moment to reflect on Carter's illustrious career, one can't help but be impressed. He's not just a player, he's a champion. Back in 2010, when the title was still a ranking event, Carter emerged victorious, defeating Jamie Burnett in a nail-biting final. His triumph at the World Open in China in 2016 further cements his place among snooker's elite. Beyond his technical skills, what stands out about Carter is his mental fortitude. After a setback at the shootout, where he lost the high break to Chris Wakelin, Carter showcased his resilience by bouncing back and clinching the German Masters. However, snooker is a game of moments, and as the frame progresses, Carter faces a significant challenge. In an ambitious attempt to break the bunch with top spin, things don't go as planned. The missed pot and the resulting scatter of balls present O'Sullivan with a golden opportunity. This twist in the frame underscores the drama and unpredictability of snooker, where fortunes can change in the blink of an eye. Carter's miscalculation might have opened the door for O'Sullivan, but with the game's ever-shifting dynamics, it's anyone's frame to win. The snooker table, with its green baize and gleaming balls, is a battleground where legends are made. On one side stands Ronnie O'Sullivan, a maestro of the sport, and on the other, Lee Carter, a formidable opponent in his own right. This isn't just any game, it's a dance of strategy, skill, and mental fortitude. O'Sullivan, with his characteristic focus, is clearly relishing the opportunity that has presented itself. The table, while challenging with a few reds not ideally placed, doesn't seem to daunt him. Every stroke he makes is a testament to his years of experience and the countless hours he's spent perfecting his craft. Approaching his 48th birthday in December, many in the snooker community might have whispered about the potential decline of his prowess due to age. But here he stands, defying those whispers, still the world #1, and playing with the energy and passion of someone half his age.
19.
His longevity in the sport is nothing short of remarkable. From the days when he burst onto the scene as a prodigious talent, making waves and turning heads, O'Sullivan has managed to evolve while staying true to his roots. Memories of him winning the UK Championship at a tender age of 17 are still fresh in many minds. That victory wasn't just a win, it was a statement to the world of his impending dominance. And dominate he did.
43.
Ray Ring, the oldest ranking event winner, even voiced his belief that O'Sullivan might one day surpass his record, a testament to O'Sullivan's enduring brilliance.
51. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 57.
As the frame progresses, the tension in the air thickens. Every shot, every decision, could tip the balance of the match. O'Sullivan's lead grows to 29 points, and the pressure mounts on Carter. Each player's move is like a move in a high-stakes chess game. Carter, always the fighter, is eager for a chance to turn the tide. He watches, waits, hoping for an opening, a slight misstep from O'Sullivan. But a momentary lapse in judgment from Carter gives O'Sullivan the golden opportunity he's been waiting for. The red ball, now tantalizingly away from the cushion, presents what seems like a straightforward frame ball for O'Sullivan. The weight of the moment bears down on Carter. The frustration, the missed opportunities, the what ifs, they all flash before him. Despite having genuine chances in both opening frames, it's becoming increasingly clear that he's on the brink of going 2-0 down. Throughout the match, O'Sullivan's demeanor has been a study in calm and control. He hasn't played a flawless game, but he's showcased his ability to maintain control, capitalize on opportunities, and keep his composure even under pressure. As the frame draws to a close, Carter remains seated, lost in thought. The mounting pressure, the 2-0 lead in O'Sullivan's favor, and the urgent need to recalibrate and bounce back. It's all a lot to process. In the world of snooker, matches like these aren't just about potting balls, they're about legacy, strategy, and the indomitable spirit of competition. In the captivating world of snooker, where every shot can change the course of a match, the ongoing game between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter is a testament to the sport's unpredictability. Currently, O'Sullivan has managed to secure a 2-0 lead against Carter. This lead, while significant, is by no means a guarantee of victory, especially in a game as nuanced as snooker. As the balls danced on the green baize, there was a moment when Ali, with a glint of hope in his eyes, believed he had successfully pocketed a tricky red. The ball's trajectory, however, betrayed his expectations, leaving him to recalibrate and strategize for his next move. Such moments, where millimeters can make all the difference, encapsulate the essence of snooker. O'Sullivan, not one to rest on his laurels, has been showcasing his trademark finesse. He attempted a sophisticated shot, employing side spins on the cue ball to position for a red near the right corner. While the shot didn't yield the desired result, it was a clear indication of Ronnie's intent to dominate the game. On the other side of the table, Carter, despite being under pressure, has been commendably proactive. He's been meticulously scanning the table, looking for opportunities to break and build. One particular challenge he faced was the pink ball's positioning, which was ensconced amidst a cluster of reds.
Seven. $14.
In a bold move, Ali tried to free the black ball by nudging the surrounding reds. While the outcome wasn't ideal, his positive approach and determination are evident. However, the lack of substantial breaks on his part is slowly becoming a point of concern, especially against a player of O'Sullivan's caliber. As we reflect back to O'Sullivan's past matches, one that stands out is his game against the formidable Luca Bressel at the Crucible. Bressel, showcasing sheer brilliance, managed to turn the tables on O'Sullivan, particularly in the final session. Bressel, even when leading 10-6 against Ronnie, maintained an aggressive stance, playing exceptionally well. This game, with its twists and turns, is a testament to snooker's enduring charm, where strategy, skill, and a bit of luck intertwine to create magic on the table. It's moments like these that remind us that in snooker, past achievements don't always predict future outcomes. Ronnie identifies a particular red ball, nestled among others,
17.
and decides to take it on. The shot he plays is masterful, a blend of precision and finesse. It's a shot that speaks volumes about his capabilities, yet it's met with a subdued response from the audience, perhaps because of its subtle brilliance. But those who understand the intricacies of the game recognize its excellence. However, snooker is a game of unpredictability. In a surprising turn of events, Ronnie, after his earlier display of brilliance, makes an uncharacteristic error. He overcuts a shot, a mistake that could prove costly given the caliber of his opponent. Ali Carter, sensing an opening, knows the importance of the moment. He's aware that while the match is still in its nascent stages, allowing a player of O'Sullivan's stature to take a 3-0 lead could be a psychological blow. The history between these two is rich and storied. Their past encounters, like the unforgettable 2007 match in Belfast where O'Sullivan showcased his dominance, loom large in the background. Such memories serve as a reminder of the stakes and the legacy of their rivalry. With determination, Ali begins his assault on the table. Each shot is a statement, a blend of strategy and execution. He makes a particularly impressive play on the red by the pink, a move that showcases his skill and precision. Navigating the table, Ali faces a crucial decision. He confronts a red ball he had previously chosen to avoid. This shot, if executed correctly, could be the turning point of the frame. The weight of the moment is evident. With bated breath, he plays the shot
46.
with a gentle touch, giving the ball every chance to find its mark. And it does, dropping gracefully into the pocket. Ali Carter's performance in this frame is nothing short of exemplary. His 53-point run, especially given the challenges he faced earlier
Ali
in the
Carter,
match,
53.
is a significant
Frame conceded.
achievement. Carter's stellar performance reduces O'Sullivan's lead, bringing the score to a close 2-1. The match, with its ebb and flow, is now in full swing. Both players are deeply engaged, and the outcome hangs in the balance. The audience, privy to this masterclass of snooker, awaits the next chapter in this riveting contest. The atmosphere is palpable as the fourth frame gets underway. For snooker enthusiasts, the history of a player in a particular venue often adds layers of context to the current match. In the case of O'Sullivan, his history in Shanghai is nothing short of legendary. Rewinding the clock to 2016, that was the last time Ronnie tasted defeat in this city. Since that setback, he's been the undisputed king of the Shanghai Masters, lifting the trophy in the 3 subsequent editions. One match that stands out from this triumphant trilogy is his duel against Judd Trump. In that encounter, Ronnie displayed a masterclass, blending aggressive potting with a strategic safety game. The final scoreline of 10-3 in his favor barely does justice to the tactical battle that unfolded on the green base. Following that, he had nail-biting finishes against both Barry Hawkins and Shaun Murphy, narrowly edging them out with identical 11-9 victories. These matches were a testament to his resilience and ability to handle pressure. Back to the present frame, Ronnie's opening salvo was a thing of beauty. The finesse with which he controlled the cue ball, guiding it effortlessly off 2 cushions and positioning it impeccably for the black, was a sight to behold. However, snooker, much like life, is unpredictable. In a twist of fate,
14.
Ronnie missed what many would consider a routine shot, providing Carter with a golden opportunity. It's essential to highlight that despite the countless hours Ronnie has spent practicing, he hasn't been in a competitive match setting since April. There's a world of difference between the controlled environment of a practice session and the high-pressure cauldron of a competitive match. Drawing a parallel, it's similar to a golfer who can hit perfect drives on a practice range, but struggles to replicate that form on the golf course during a tournament. Seizing the moment, Carter embarked on a series of meticulously calculated shots. However, with the blue ball displaced from its usual spot, he had to navigate the table with added caution. A split that didn't pan out as envisioned brought his promising break to an abrupt halt. Such moments, where strategy and execution don't align, add to the drama and unpredictability of snooker. Reflecting deeper on O'Sullivan's performance in this match, there's an undercurrent of him not being at his zenith. Even with a 2-1 lead in frames, there have been moments of uncharacteristic lapses. One such instance was the missed red at the onset of this frame. As he sits contemplatively in his chair, observing Carter's moves, one can't help but speculate if these minor hiccups are weighing on his mind. While he's ahead, the sense is that Ronnie is navigating through turbulent waters, rather than cruising smoothly as he's known to. As the match progressed, Ronnie O'Sullivan showcased his expertise with a deft touch on the yellow ball. This move, subtle yet strategic, made the subsequent safety shot for Ali Carter considerably more challenging. Carter, who had been trailing with a 2-0 deficit, would have been content to level the score at 2-2. Given the ebb and flow of the match, achieving such a scoreline would have been a testament to his resilience. However, the current frame was shaping up to be a game changer, with both players acutely aware of its significance.
16.
At first glance, Ronnie's demeanor on the table seemed somewhat subdued, perhaps even a tad flat. Yet, the sight of 6 reds meticulously aligned down the center of the table seemed to breathe new life into him. For snooker aficionados, this alignment presented a tantalizing opportunity. But even for a player of Ronnie's caliber, it wasn't a straightforward path to securing the frame. Carter, usually so precise, made a rare error in judgment on what many considered a rudimentary safety shot. This slip might have inadvertently tilted the balance in Ronnie's favor. The match was under the watchful eyes of Peggy Lee, a seasoned referee and a familiar face among the Chinese officials. Her presence was a nod to the growing influence of China in the world of snooker. This season,
43.
the World Snooker Tour was set to feature 3 prestigious ranking events in China: the Wuhan Open, the International Championship, and the World Open. These events were on Ronnie's
51.
radar, as he had previously expressed a keen interest in playing more in Asia as he approached the twilight of his illustrious career. Fans still fondly recalled his participation in the Six Reds World Championship in Thailand
58.
the previous season, a clear indication of his Asian aspirations. Carter, despite having had ample opportunities, found himself on the back foot. The missed chances that could have potentially leveled the match or
74.
even given him the lead would undoubtedly weigh on his mind. Ronnie's break was a masterclass in snooker strategy and execution.
7.
Ali Carter, reflecting on the missed opportunities and what could have been, knew he had a
81.
mountain to climb. With a potential 7 frames still up for grabs, the match was far
86.
from decided. But as things stood, O'Sullivan had the upper hand, leading Carter 3-1,
92.
setting the stage for an enthralling continuation.
99, Ronnie O'Sullivan frame.
The atmosphere in the snooker hall was palpable as the match between Ali Carter and Ronnie O'Sullivan continued. Carter, with a steely determination in his eyes, was clearly set on rectifying his earlier safety errors. Every snooker enthusiast knows that handing opportunities to a player of O'Sullivan's caliber can be a costly mistake. With the looming possibility of 7 more frames to play, Carter was well aware of the stakes. The shadow of John Higgins, waiting in the wings for the victor, added another layer of intensity to the match. A face-off between O'Sullivan and Higgins would be nothing short of a snooker masterclass, a treat that fans would relish.
8.
Carter's approach to the game, despite the pressure, was commendable. He took a bold shot at the far corner, a testament to his unwavering self-belief. His success in sinking the ball was a moment of triumph, and he remained laser-focused, ensuring he didn't falter. This was a pivotal moment for Carter,
13.
especially when one considers that his highest break in the match thus far had been a modest 53 in the 3rd frame. Yet, the game of snooker is full of surprises. O'Sullivan, often hailed as a snooker prodigy, made an uncharacteristic error. Barring his stellar 99 in the 4th frame, he seemed a tad off his usual rhythm. This wasn't entirely out of the blue, given that he had been out of competitive play since his stint at the Crucible. The beginning of a new season often poses a challenge for players. While practice sessions can provide a semblance of preparedness, the real litmus test is the pressure cooker environment of a live match. However, the snooker community was confident. They believed it was only a matter of time before O'Sullivan would
1.
rediscover his magic touch, be it in this tournament or in subsequent ones. For Carter, the task at hand was clear. He needed to halt O'Sullivan's momentum and inch closer to leveling the score. Achieving a 3-2 scoreline was of paramount importance.
5.
His strategy, while consistent with his approach in the first 4 frames, needed fine-tuning. Precision and heavier scoring were the need of the hour. A nostalgic moment for many fans
30.
was the recollection of the 2008 World Championship. In that memorable tournament, Carter and O'Sullivan had clashed in the final. Both had showcased their brilliance by scoring a 147 early on, leading to an amicable split of the prize money. This shared history added an extra dimension to their current duel, making every part, safety, and strategy all the more significant. It was evident that Carter was on a mission. He had previously made some safety errors, but now he was laser-focused,
27.
looking for every opportunity to turn the tide in his favor. The stakes were high, not just for this match, but for the potential face-off that loomed
33.
ahead. The possibility of O'Sullivan going head-to-head with another snooker titan, John Higgins, added an extra layer of excitement to the proceedings.
39.
However, Carter was not about to be overshadowed or sidetracked by future matchups. He was in the present, and he was determined to make every shot count. His positive approach was evident in every move, seizing chances and capitalizing on them. One particular shot, a challenging red into the
47.
right middle, seemed to be a turning point for Carter. It was as if that shot reignited his passion and drive. From that moment on, his gameplay flowed with a newfound fluidity, and his pace quickened. He was no longer hesitant, but instead, played with a conviction that was palpable. Carter's journey in the world of snooker is nothing short of inspirational. Beyond the green baize, He's faced
63.
formidable challenges, battling Crohn's disease and emerging victorious against cancer not once, but twice. These personal battles have undoubtedly shaped his character, making him the resilient and determined player he is today. And in this match, he was channeling all
Body
that
count at
resilience,
68.
showing
Frame
signs of the top form that has made him a force to be reckoned with in the snooker world. His break of 68 was not just a testament to his skill but also a statement of intent. It was a swift victory, one that he desperately needed to boost his morale and put pressure on O'Sullivan. The snooker hall was abuzz with anticipation as the players prepared for the 6th frame out of a potential 11. The weight of the match's importance was evident in the hushed whispers of the audience and the focused expressions of both players. Ronnie O'Sullivan was leading 3-2. However, Ali Carter, known for his resilience and determination, had shown glimpses of brilliance in the last frame, suggesting that he was far from conceding. The green baize of the snooker table stretched out before them, a battlefield where strategy, skill, and sometimes a bit of luck would determine the victor. Carter, with his sharp eyes, surveyed the layout. He had previously considered a plant, a 2-ball shot that could set the tone for the rest of the frame. The angle back to the balk area was crucial. While snooker might be a game to many, for Carter, it was a battle of wits, skill, and determination. He had faced O'Sullivan's unpredictable brilliance many times before and was well aware of the looming threat. O'Sullivan had a knack for suddenly igniting, taking control of frames in moments of sheer genius. But for now, the momentum seemed to be with Carter. His every move radiated confidence, and his body language suggested he was in control. Navigating the table with a dancer's grace, Carter's rhythm was undeniable. Each shot was a testament to his hours of practice, his dedication to the craft. But snooker is as much about strategy as it is about skill. Carter was faced with a dilemma. The angle on his next color was less than ideal, making the subsequent positioning for the red a challenge. After what felt like an eternity, Carter made his decision. He would take on the challenging black shot. It was a risky move, but Carter was not one to shy away from challenges. The black ball glided across the table and nestled perfectly into the pocket. The audience erupted in hushed admiration. It was a bold, audacious move, a clear signal of Carter's intent to level the match and perhaps even take the lead. The match was evolving into a classic, and every spectator knew they were witnessing something special.
33.
The snooker match between the legendary Ronnie O'Sullivan and the tenacious Ali Carter is shaping up to be a classic. As the tension rises and the frames progress, the narrative of the game is taking unexpected turns. Carter, having showcased his prowess in the previous frame, is now on a mission to level the scores. Every shot he contemplates is a blend of strategy and skill. As the frame progresses, it's evident that Carter is not just playing to stay in the game, he's playing to dominate. Each stroke, each decision, is a reflection of a player in his prime, hungry for victory. His body language, brimming with confidence, sends a clear message: he's here to win. After the interval, Carter's transformation is even more pronounced. He strings together two masterful frames, a display of snooker at its finest.
69.
On the other side of the table, O'Sullivan, known for his genius on the green, seems momentarily subdued. Despite his initial lead of 3-1, he appears to be grappling to find his rhythm post the mid-session interval. Reduced to a spectator's role, he watches, perhaps with a mix of admiration and concern, as Carter takes the reins of the game. O'Sullivan, with his vast experience, is undoubtedly aware of the shifting momentum. He knows he needs to elevate his game, to tap into that reservoir of brilliance he's known for, if he's to regain control. Carter's performance, while stellar, isn't without its moments of doubt. As the dust settles on the frame, the scoreboard reads 3-3. O'Sullivan's initial advantage has been neutralized, setting the stage for an electrifying contest ahead in Shanghai. The match promises more twists and turns, and for fans and neutrals alike, it's snooker at its captivating best. The atmosphere in the snooker hall is electric, a palpable tension filling the air. Every eye is fixed on the snooker table, where two of the sport's greats, Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter, are locked in a fierce battle. The stakes are high, as the victor will advance to face the legendary John Higgins. As the scoreboard reflects a 3-3 tie, it's evident that every move, every decision, and every shot will be pivotal in determining the outcome. Ali Carter, with a steely determination in his eyes, is looking to seize the moment. He contemplates his next move, aiming for a strategic play. But Ronnie, ever the maestro, responds with a masterclass in safety play. His shot is so impeccable that even Carter can't help but acknowledge it with a respectful tap on the table.
Eight.
However, the game takes an unexpected turn when Carter, capitalizing on a minor slip-up from O'Sullivan, finds himself in a promising position, but just as the momentum seems to be shifting in his favor, Ronnie, in a rare moment of vulnerability, misses what many would consider a routine shot. This uncharacteristic error leaves the door ajar for Carter, who takes a moment to gather himself. Perhaps he's feeling the weight of the moment, or maybe he's just steadying his nerves. Regardless, he knows this is an opportunity he cannot squander.
8.
Carter's positioning on the table is less than ideal. He's faced with the challenge of potting the blue to the corner pocket, a shot that doesn't offer him the angle he desires. He would have preferred a clear path to the middle, allowing him to scatter the reds and potentially dominate the table. But the situation demands improvisation. Carter's resolve is evident as he attempts a series of complex shots, each one a testament to his ambition and growing confidence. But ambition can sometimes be a double-edged sword. His audacious attempt doesn't quite land, leaving O'Sullivan with a tantalizing pot to the green pocket. The match is a roller coaster, an emotional and skillful display from both players. As Carter tries to maintain his momentum, he inadvertently offers O'Sullivan a lifeline. Will he capitalize on this chance and swing the match in his favor, or will Carter's resilience shine through? The outcome remains shrouded in uncertainty, but one thing is clear: this is snooker at its finest. The snooker world is abuzz with anticipation. John Higgins, a legend in his own right, waits in the wings, keenly observing the unfolding drama between two of the sport's finest, Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter. The scoreboard reads 3-3, a testament to the closely fought battle between these two titans of the Green Bays.
34.
O'Sullivan, known for his mercurial talent and unpredictable nature, had earlier missed a shot that many would have considered routine for him, yet, as he returns to the table, there's a palpable sense of determination in his eyes. He's still leading in the frame, and every snooker enthusiast knows that counting Ronnie out is a mistake. The Rocket, as fans affectionately call him, has a reputation for turning half chances into frame-winning breaks. It's moments like these that remind fans why O'Sullivan is often considered the greatest snooker player of all time.
54.
The balls, almost as if respecting his legendary status, seem favorably positioned. Ronnie is in a commanding position. His shot from the blue into the reds, splitting them beautifully, is a testament to his genius.
67. 68. 76.
O'Sullivan seizes the opportunity. Each pot is met with a mix of applause and awe from the audience. The transition from brown to blue is particularly mesmerizing, showcasing Ronnie's adaptability and finesse.
88.
As he meticulously maps out his route from the pink to the black, there's a collective holding of breath.
94.
And then, with a masterful stroke, he pots the black, achieving his 1,203rd career century. The snooker community has often been rife with speculation about milestones and records. Today, however, all eyes are on the first man to achieve 1,000 centuries. O'Sullivan's delightful clearance, especially with Carter mounting a significant challenge, puts him in the lead at 4-3. As the 8th frame commences, O'Sullivan confidently strides back to the table. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation. His recent performance, which saw him craft a masterful century break, has undoubtedly boosted his confidence. This was his first century of the new season, and it has given him a slight edge, putting him 4-3 ahead in the match. Ali Carter, no stranger to Ronnie's prowess, has witnessed such displays of brilliance firsthand on numerous occasions. Just when Carter seemed to be gaining momentum in the match, O'Sullivan's impeccable form shifted the balance once again. The two players, both hailing from Essex, have a long history of competition. While their personal relationship might be complex, with past confrontations at the Crucible still fresh in memory, there's no denying the mutual respect they share for each other's skills on the snooker table. The match continues with a series of intricate safety plays. Ali faces a challenging shot, with a rogue red ball on the left posing a potential obstacle. He aims to navigate around it, but unfortunately, he strikes it full ball, presenting O'Sullivan with a potential scoring opportunity. However, Ronnie's chance isn't as straightforward as it might seem. He meticulously plans his shots, aiming to clear the blue spot and make it potable to both middle pockets. There's also a red near the black spot that he needs to consider. It's a puzzle that requires careful planning and execution, and if there's anyone who can piece it together, it's O'Sullivan.
14.
But, in a surprising turn of events, Ronnie's attempt at the brown narrowly misses its mark. It's a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of the game and how even a slight misjudgment, like not getting on the right side of the blue, can have significant consequences. In the world of snooker, momentum can shift in the blink of an eye. Ali Carter's recent performance is a testament to this. After a remarkable comeback from a 3-1 deficit to level the match at 3-3, everyone expected him to maintain that momentum. His prowess on the table, combined with his tactical acumen, had been on full display. However, the unexpected happened. Ali missed a shot that many would have backed him to make. Was it the weight of the occasion or just a momentary lapse in concentration? Perhaps the pressure of the match was starting to manifest.
1.
On the other side of the table stood Ronnie O'Sullivan. In this match, he showcased another side of his game, his strategic brilliance. By snookering Ali behind the brown, Ronnie demonstrated why he's not just a prolific scorer, but also a master tactician. Ali found himself in a tight spot, both literally and figuratively. The snooker was challenging, and the options to escape from it were limited. Ali's subsequent decision to scatter the bunch was a bold one. In snooker, such shots are often termed hit and ho. The player hopes for a fluke or, at the very least, a safe outcome. But luck wasn't on Ali's side this time. The table was laid bare, presenting a golden opportunity to Ronnie. It's a situation no player would want, especially against someone of Ronnie's caliber. Known as the game's most prolific break builder, Ronnie had a chance to further stamp his authority on the match.
35.
The audience, which had packed the venue in anticipation of a thrilling contest,
42.
was on the edge of their seats. They had witnessed Ali's resilience and Ronnie's strategic brilliance. Now, they were hoping for another masterclass from Ronnie, and he didn't disappoint. Methodically potting ball after ball, he was in his element. The first player ever to reach 1,000 centuries,
49.
Ronnie's prowess with the cue is unparalleled. While others might eventually reach the 1,000-century milestone, Ronnie's legacy as the pioneer will remain untouched.
55.
Ronnie had capitalized on the opportunity Ali had inadvertently presented him. From a nail-biting 3-3, Ronnie had surged ahead to a 5-3 lead. He was now on the cusp of victory, and if he clinched the next frame, a tantalizing encounter with another snooker legend, John Higgins, awaited him. However,
69.
even legends have their off moments. Just when it seemed like Ronnie was on course for another century, a minor error halted his break at 74. The yellow ball, in a surprising turn of events, jumped off the table, but the damage had been done.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 74.
The tension in the snooker match between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter is palpable. Carter, despite giving his all, finds himself on the ropes. After a promising start post-interval, he's now on the defensive, acutely aware that one misstep could spell the end of the match for him. The looming threat of another defeat to O'Sullivan weighs heavily on him. Carter's strategy is evident in his attempts to make thin contacts with the reds, trying to avoid the two reds on the right, which pose a significant obstacle. His intent is clear: to
Foul.
avoid giving
Enemies.
O'Sullivan an easy shot. However,
Ronnie
the
O'Sullivan,
pressure of
4.
the situation, combined with the intricacies of the game, forces him to reconsider his approach.
Foul. Enemies. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
After a warning from the referee, Carter opts for a different shot, one born out of necessity rather than strategy. O'Sullivan, on the other hand, is not to be underestimated. Despite not being in top form, he's been capitalizing on
1.
the chances presented to him. His close control of the game is evident, and he's slowly but surely inching towards victory. The crowd, many of whom are ardent O'Sullivan fans, eagerly anticipate his next move.
Set.
A fellow player recently commented on the immense pressure O'Sullivan faces every time he steps onto the table. With a legacy like his, the expectations are sky
50.
high. Every spectator hopes to witness the magic he's known for, but delivering on that expectation every single time is a Herculean task. Yet, from a tied score of 3-3, O'Sullivan has
23.
showcased his prowess, hinting at the possibility of another win. The prospect of a match between
31.
O'Sullivan and John Higgins is tantalizing. Higgins, who has been in good form, might have an edge over O'Sullivan, given the latter's hiatus from tournaments. However, with both players having a history spanning over 3 decades, it's anyone's game.
39.
As the match progresses, O'Sullivan takes a calculated risk, opting for a gentle cannon into the bunch. The outcome isn't ideal, leaving him with a thin red. For the shot he played, he might have hoped for a better position. The game's outcome hangs in the balance, with every shot carrying the weight of victory or defeat. In the world
1.
of snooker, where precision and strategy are paramount, even the smallest of errors can change the course of a match. This was evident in the recent clash between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Ali Carter. As the match progressed, the tension in the room was palpable. Every shot, every decision, and every moment was under intense scrutiny, not just by the players themselves, but by the
1.
thousands of fans watching. Just when it seemed that Ali Carter was on the precipice of defeat, O'Sullivan, known for his impeccable skill and precision, made an uncharacteristic error on a thin red, missing it entirely. This unexpected turn of events gave Carter a glimmer of hope. Trailing
9.
by only 52 points, he was presented with a golden opportunity to mount a comeback. The table was set for Carter to
60.
capitalize, but fate had other plans. In a cruel twist, Carter
70.
suffered a poor contact on his shot. A rare occurrence in today's game given the advancements in equipment and table conditions. This kick, as it's known in snooker parlance, might have been the final nail in Carter's
25.
coffin for this match. The match, as with most involving Ronnie O'Sullivan, was an eventful spectacle. Fans, analysts, and fellow players were all keen to gauge O'Sullivan's form, especially
33.
since this was his first competitive outing in several months. Questions abounded. Was he still the same force to be reckoned with? Could he shake off the rust and find his rhythm?
40.
Despite facing challenges and not being at his absolute best, O'Sullivan managed to secure a hard-fought win. This victory set the stage for a tantalizing clash with another
46.
snooker legend, John Higgins, in the next round. The prospect of these
47.
two titans of the green base facing off had fans salivating. For Carter, the aftermath of the match was a mix of disappointment and reflection. The unfortunate kick, which many old-timers erroneously believed was a
55.
result of poor cueing, was especially hard to swallow. In modern snooker, with its refined techniques and superior equipment, such occurrences are rare, making it all the more bitter for Carter. As the dust settled on this encounter, Ronnie O'Sullivan's 32nd
63.
professional season had kicked off on a promising note. He had weathered the storm, coming from an initial lead of 3-1, facing a resurgence
60.
from Carter to level the match at 3-3. And then digging deep to respond with his first century of the season, a 101 break.
70.
He eventually clinched the match 6-3. The upcoming quarterfinals of the Shanghai Masters promised more fireworks,
75.
with O'Sullivan set to face John Higgins. Intriguingly, O'Sullivan's record in this tournament remained unblemished,
81.
adding another layer of
Ronnie
intrigue to the
O'Sullivan,
upcoming matches.